But girls, how you doing? Let's do another quick corner. Today is gonna be what's happening. Okay, so deep breath in. Let's not be triggered. We don't know what's gonna happen, but we're gonna try to find out. Anyway, one, two, 1, 2. Part number one, what's happening? The world. Nine of Sword, Two of Cups. Beautiful. So yeah, there is a change of energy, definitely. Okay, you can feel it in the air. There is a new cycle opening, a chapter number two, something like that. Somebody is seeing the world of you as well, or you seeing a world of them. But for some reason, maybe communication is not the best. Someone maybe, or both of you, may be a bit nervous, anxious, not sleeping so well at night because, yeah, something needs to happen. And what we have here, the Two of Cups, a reconciliation, um, reconnection. It could be a partnership as well when it comes to business. And this time it's very equal, where we both give the same to each other, which is brilliant. That partnership is 50-50, for example. Nobody is playing anybody, nobody is taking advantage of anybody else. Okay, so it's very equal and that's very romantic. If it's a love story, it's all about the cups, it's very authentic. Okay, so let's have more information, but it's beautiful. Okay, so there's a transformation, I should say. Yeah, because after a 10 of sword, you have the ace of sword. Let's not forget, we have the 9 of sword here. Okay, so there is one more step to get to the 10 of sword. It's difficult, it's challenging, it's a bit like giving birth, I'm assuming. And then suddenly, yeah, you know what you want, you know what you don't want, you're very clear. But you need to be clear cut if you want to be in a partnership, if you want to be in a relationship. You need to know where you stand. Okay, at least you cannot know what's going to happen tomorrow. Nobody knows. I mean, even with tarot, there's so much we can find out, but you need to be clear. Are you willing to go for this or not? Okay, yeah, someone maybe is finding difficult to open their heart, and that's okay. It's like caterpillar in a cocoon, and eventually the cocoon is going to open up and the butterfly will come out, but you cannot push the cocoon to open up. It will open at the right time if it's supposed to open at the end of the day. It could be also someone want to apologize to you because they maybe didn't treat you fairly, fair enough, okay? But you're meant to be together. You needed to balance the emotions, maybe balance the agreement if it's a partnership, but also go step by step, piano piano. Nothing is rushed. Again, this idea of the cocoon. You can't rush a cocoon to open up for the butterfly to fly away. It has to happen at the right times. But you are meant to connect and you are meant to be together or share a period of time together and open a new cycle. Beautiful. Okay, so let's have a major arcana because I think it's quite clear. Let's have a look. What do we have? The Hermit. Yeah, maybe at this time you both feel the need to step back a little bit, and that's okay. You're in a cave, you analyzing, or maybe you rereading the contract. You know what I mean? You just want to take a step back for a minute, like a deep breath. Like, I just need to pause for a moment, and there's nothing wrong with that. We're not catching a plane, there's no rush. The war is not going to stop if nothing happened today. Okay, so stay cool. You don't need to put in a calendar. How many times do I say that to my client? I mean, it's insane. All right, so let's have a message piece. Here we go. No matter where you are or what you're doing, inner peace is always possible. Here you go. All it takes is a subtle shift in awareness. Think, love, and peace will follow. Beautiful. Totally. Don't feel under any obligation to find a solution right now. Sometimes you're not supposed to know what you're supposed to do because that's the point. You're supposed to be in the middle of the road, and that's all right. And you're going to stay like that until you feel the need to move. Until then, stay cool, right? Okay, so what's happening? Pile number 2, 6 of Pentacles, beautiful. 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, gorgeous. Here we go. All right, so what we have here is after a period of frustration, damn right, it could be on both sides, it could be one of you, whatever. There's communication coming, and maybe you have to communicate in a different way now, and that's all right. There's no one way to communicate. It has to work for both of you. It's an idea as well of movement forward. It could be quite passionate, 8 Wands, but you talk about what's going to be the next step in that connection, if it's business, if it's love, and it's not just talking for the sake of talking, but you can talk for hours and hours and hours because you feel comfortable. And why that? Because Six of Pentacles, you have equal give and take. So someone, you can feel like you have the same amount of respect mutually, you have the same amount of affection or the same partnership in both sides. So that's fine, because at the end of the day, is number 6 is pure love, but Pentacle is, it could be on one area, it could be about longevity, but also it could be about money. So it's an idea of fair share of the money or fair share of the feeling. That's absolutely stunning. Nobody is getting played here, neither. Beautiful. I love this card very much, as you know. So yeah, maybe somebody is on a fence. Yeah, someone doesn't, I mean, has a lot of love, or he or she, because there's no gender in tarot, have a lot of feelings, a lot of love to share or to give, but at the moment is on standby, and that's all right. Okay, so there is a movement forward. There may be a traveling, there may be moving home. It's an idea of no, I wouldn't say drastic transformation, because it sounds really dramatic and we don't need a drama, right? But is a transformation, yeah. After the caterpillar story, yeah, that's it. You know, you have the cocoon and then you have a butterfly. That's it. The butterfly doesn't go back into the cocoon. But it's in a transformation that has to happen at its own rhythm. You cannot push. Again, I think it's a message of the day today, right? Yeah, 10 of Swords. Yeah, there's been a lot of pain in the past, and that person or yourself or both of you, you had to go from that here, that place, very dark, toward the light. So you had to go through a 10 of Swords, which is extremely challenging, heartbreaking at times, you name it, right? You got the memo. But then it's just an idea of, at some point, okay, enough is enough. I'm not going to marinate in my past. I'm not going to stay there forever. I'm bored of my own story, and I know the feeling. At some point, I got bored of my story. I was like, okay, let's move on, right? And that's it. There is a lot of chemistry, but also a bit tormented. Yeah, because if you're in transition is chaotic. That's normal. It's like when you move home. At first, you're kind of like trying to find your feet. It's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I don't know what's going on, how everything is working. That's fine. When you start a new job, the first week is challenging, to say the least. Okay, no worries. Okay, stay cool. Yeah, I mean, there is a different idea here. You know, you have to choose. Do I want to carry on the same way, or do I want to go for a new formula in some ways? And maybe you stand by like the King of Cups, excuse me, because that's not the right time to make the decision just yet. Okay, so I think that's a message of today, to be fair, and that could be a choice between two jobs. Do I stay in this job? I'm bored, or just pay the bills, but I'm not really satisfied, or I set up my own business. Or you could also do a little bit of both for a certain amount of time to see how it goes. Okay, so let's have a major arcana. There's no problem, there's only solution, as I always say. Whatever. Judgment. I mean, oh my god, this card, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna have a tattoo or something. It's impossible. So yes, you go into the core of yourself. You have to purge, let go of that pain. Yes, you cannot stay marinating in the pain. You transform. You know, the boat has to move forward eventually, right? You cannot stay stuck in an ocean. You're going to move inevitably, you know. So it's important, because I will allow you a new beginning. Okay, so let's have a message from the angels to conclude. Okay, what do we have? Anxiety. Yes, of course. Of course, we surround you with the healing light of amethyst. Take a deep breath and breathe in this beautiful violet light. Feel your anxiety melting away. There is nothing to fear. There is only love. Beautiful. Transition is very chaotic, as I say, and it can bring a lot of anxiety to anyone. Absolutely. A new job, a new home, a new whatever, you know, a new story. It's obviously. So give yourself some kindness and deep breath, and also just allow yourself to go with the flow. You don't have to have everything sorted by tomorrow 8 a.m. Be kind to yourself, be gentle, okay? It's a transition, all right? When you were born, you were in a massive transition and it wasn't easy either for the mother or the baby, right? But here we go. Now here you are. Okay, on this note, have a beautiful day and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Ciao.